Hey everybody, welcome to Cheap Comic Collector. It's episode 535. If I do my job right, today is December 1st. Yeah, first day of December. So hope everybody's getting ready for Christmas. I know I am. And put my Christmas shirt on since it's December. I put one of my Christmas shirts on. And today, it's the Sunday show, obviously. And we are, if you've been watching my live streams, you know I've been playing with this EVMux software. And this is really the first episode where that's hitting the recorded shows, because I usually record so far in advance. So you can definitely go see some things today that you haven't seen before. Hope you like them. And that's pretty much it. We're going to be checking out some Disneyana, and got a new portion of this show called Chillin' with Cheap Update. Take a look at that. Also, the missing pages, which is me trying to complete incomplete comics. Going to put a spotlight on an issue of Tom and Jerry. This one right here. It's the first Tom and Jerry comic, actually, because before Tom and Jerry it was called Our Gang, and they just took over the numbering. So because they were in Our Gang before that. In fact, I think at the end of the run it was called Our Gang Presents Tom and Jerry, or With Tom and Jerry, or something like that. So anyway, and then we'll also do a comics unboxing. Basically, we do that. We enjoy doing those. And we don't really have an unboxing. I've got a box of comics here that they're just not in the box they came in. I put them in a better box because I probably needed that box to ship something out at one point in time. But we still have all the information, so we'll get started with that. And but first off, we're gonna head on over to the Disneyana station. See you there. All right. So today, you know what? Let me get rid of this background for now. It's a little distracting. Oh. Looks nice, but it is distracting, especially if you're going to try and look at something like this. Sorry, I'm still getting used to all these different places I have to go to make all of this work. So, anyway, thought we'd do some Christmas stuff since it's 1st of December. A couple snow globes for you. This is Mickey with a stocking, and it's got Tinkerbell on the inside there, as you can see. This was put out by the Disney store. Got an old price tag on it for like $19.50. I would have never paid $19.50 for this, so I believe this is one of the ones I got off eBay back when I was collecting them. It does have a broken hat back here with his little pom-poms gone. Not that big of a deal, but disappointing. And it's also got this little tiny battery compartment right here, which I thought was going to be like button batteries, but when I open it up, it's actually a compartment for a little tiny battery. So don't have any idea what size battery that is or what I would need to get for it. Don't know if it would still work. I see that my guess is that the Tinkerbell either turns or goes up and down based on the mechanism that I can see. It does have some glitter in the globe. And it's basically just Mickey peeking into a big Christmas stocking with that's got bubbles and stuff in there and around it. It's a nice little globe. I don't think I would. I probably paid about maybe $5 for it. on eBay back when I got it. I wouldn't have paid more than that, I don't think. So, and then this one is just a. This is not a Disney. I mean, it's a Disney snow globe, but it's not one the Disney company made. It is by Enesco, and they're a company that makes different things for gift shops and things like that. I probably got this at a Walgreens or some other type of drugstore. It's got a pretty cool Mickey and Minnie in there on the sleigh. It's got nice snow in there, nice white snow, which you don't see a whole lot anymore. It does have a little glitter mixed in. But the base is what sells this for me, because later they did away with the elaborate bases. They were just kind of flat and painted, and they were just kind of whatever. Sometimes they're just red, and that's it. But this one's actually, got a sculpted Pluto down there playing in the snow. You can see his footprints here in the snow and around on the back as well. So that's cool. And this one plays music. The other one doesn't play music unless that switch actually plays music. But this one plays Jingle Bells. So that's cool. That's gonna play a little bit because I probably wound it too much. And while we do that, I'm just gonna switch over to my other camera. Maybe give you a better look on the other camera at those. I'm not sure how good of a look you could get with me in the background here. All right. Oh, we're zoomed way out. But yeah, so you might be able to get a better look at it here. There is a big air bubble in the globe. It's been around for a while, and just about all snow globes do eventually develop that. That's why they started putting toppers on some of them. Sometimes they'll have a little figural piece on the top glued to the top, and the whole reason to do that, it was to hide the if there was going to be an air bubble in the globe or not, because the ones with air bubbles wouldn't sell sitting on the shelf, so they started designing pieces to go on the top of them. This one you can see a little air bubble up there too, but yeah, you can get a better look at them on here. I think this is a better camera anyway. I think I'm gonna need to get a second camera because that laptop camera just looks too fuzzy to me now that I'm using this software. I can see what a huge difference there is between this camera and the other one that's on the laptop. But yeah, these are cool. I like them, and I hope you do too. So let me take a minute here to try and change the setting on this camera. I don't know why it's zoomed all the way out again. I don't know why it keeps changing on me. It used to stay the same, and now it don't do that. And it's also hard to get the controls to come up sometimes. There we go. Yeah, it's all the way down to zoomed out all the way, which I've never set it to. That's not even the default setting. All right, let's let me. Normally I would. Let me put this one up there for. Oh, that's pretty good, except that you can see the edge of the desk. I have to put the camera too. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We'll try that, and we'll put these out here for decoration. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's see. What are we gonna do next? Well, as long as we got this one out here, I guess we might as well go ahead and maybe do the whole spotlight thing. All right, so guess we're not going to do the spotlight thing yet. We're going to do chilling with cheap because I hit the wrong button. So if you've been seeing some of my live streams, you know what chilling the cheap is, or I just go through long boxes of comics that haven't sold in the live claim sales. So they go onto my Blogspot site, which is cheapcomicccollector.blogspot.com, or maybe /blogspot.com. I don't know how it's set up, but there should be a link in the description. But as they sell, the boxes go a little empty, and the whole reason I'm doing it is to try and make room in the rest of the area. So I've got about this much room left in one box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these real quick. That's why it's an update. Put them into box number 4 on Blogspot. And that way you guys can buy them if you want to. And they're on the list. And I get a little bit more storage somewhere else. So instead of, we're not going through an entire long box right here. I'm not even going to take the time to list them right now. I'm just going to go through the books. I'll list them afterwards and stick them in the box so I can find them easily for you if you do want them. So that's what we're doing right now. And so we're just basically looking at some covers and know that they're for sale on the Blogspot site. All you got to do is email me. They're $2 a piece unless you're a channel member. If you're a member of the Super Friends channel membership, then they're only $1 a piece. And both prices include free shipping. So think about that. And check out the site if you get a chance. There are, as I record this, there are currently 7 long boxes worth of stuff listed on there. By the time you see this, there should be at least 2 or 3 more, I would hope. So this won't be an every Sunday portion of the show, but it will be. It will continue. It just won't be every week. So right off the bat, we got Bloodbath number 2, 1990 something, 1993. We got Blood Feud by Oni Press number 2. And there is number 3. Oh, yeah, gives us a kiss. Look at all those spiders, too. Yeesh. Number 4. 5. And Blood of the Demon, number 2 from DC Comics. 2005, John Byrne. And plotter and penciler, John Byrne is. Interesting. Doesn't especially look like John Byrne to me, but of course he had an inker too, and they can change quite a bit. So pretty cool. That's a cool demon. That's about the coolest drawing of the demon I've ever seen, I think. There is number 4. Blood Pool, number 2 from Image. Bloodshot number 4 from Valiant. Bloodshot number 4 from Valiant. Bloodshot number 4 from Valiant. Bloodshot number 5 from Valiant. Number 5. Number 13. And there's a number 5 from a later series. Number 7. Number 10. And Bloodstrike number 4 from Image. This is just a reader copy. There's a lot of spine wear on this one. I do try to call out the damage when I notice it. And this one is definitely been a reader. Blue Beetle number 4 with Dr. Alchemy from 1986. Number 5 with The Question. Number 8. Number 13, that's got something going on up here. There's some kind of staining or something up in this top corner. Bodies, number 2 of 8 from Vertigo. And one of my favorite series of all time, Bone, number 25. There's number 26. Book of Death, The Fall of Harbinger, number 1. Same. Book of Death, number 3. This is a nice, like the character figures are all glossy and the rest isn't. So it gives it kind of a little bit of an animation feel to it, where like you're looking at an animation cell kind of. You can't really see it on camera, but it's a little bit of a plus to the cover. It's a thick book too. Book of Fate, number 1. Number 4. Number 5. The Book of Lost Souls, number 4. Icon. Booster Gold, number 7. Superman beating the snot out of him. Here's number 15 from the later series, 2009, I think it is. The Elongated Man. And number 37. Number 41. Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman, number 1. Number 2. Brigade, number 1 from Image. Number 3. Number 2. The shiny cover. Looks shiny on the back as well. Got the frame. There's another number 2. I guess they're different series. Number 2. Number 2. Here's number 4. Number 5. And here's the original Space Hero Buck Rogers Comics module from TSR. It says it's number 1 of 3. Great cover. And it's got besides the comic, it's got like a game or something in here that you can play or use as part of some bigger role-playing system or something, I guess. I don't know. But there is a full, comic story in here, as well as the game information in the back. Let's see. Then we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer Willow, number 2 of 5. Number 2 again. Different cover. Number 3. And By Night, number 5 from Boom Studios. So that's it. Those will be going into box number 4. Check out the website. I should have had a banner up for the website. That would have been cool. Well, next time. And yeah, that's it. That's it. So these will not be in the claim sale these are going onto the website. So just want to make that clear. Don't want to confuse anybody. Not like I am, that's for sure. All right, what's next? Let's do the spotlight thing if we can. Didn't quite work out the way I expected it to. Tom and Jerry Comics number 60. So yeah, this is I got this in the flat rate box. I showed in my competition with Razor for the Who's Got the Best Flat Rate box. The first episode. I don't know if there's going to be more episodes or not as I record this. I haven't had any challenges, so don't know. It was fun to do. We had fun doing it. But what I found out when I was going to list this in my collection was that this is the first issue of Tom and Jerry. It's number 60, but before that it was Our Gang Comics, and then I guess they added Tom and Jerry in the title, like Our Gang Comics presents Tom and Jerry or something like that. But this was the first issue to be called Tom and Jerry Comics. So thought we'd take a look at this. I mean, it is in pretty rough shape, but still, it's it is not an unvaluable comic. You can see where it's got like sunburn or the colors faded and so on and so forth. There's some chips and things on it, but this will be going in my collection, so don't get excited if you think it's for sale. It is not. But it's got a one-page droopy in the inside front cover, which is cool. He's planting bone signs in the garden, so he knows where he buried his bone, I guess. And this is from 1949, guys. And then we got Tom and Jerry on the first story here. Pretty much on model for the cartoons. And you got Jerry and Tuffy in their own story. Just two-pager. And that's interesting. It says down here on the print that it's MGM Cartoons distributed by Lowe's Incorporated. Never. I don't think I've ever seen a comic book like that. It doesn't say in the old Disney comics that they were distributed by RKO or anything like that. So interesting. And then you have a Tom solo story, I guess. A little bit longer on that one. Looks like he's matching wits with a squirrel. Text story, The Adventures of Jerry. Oh, it's quite a long text story. 4 pages. Flip and Dip, which I've seen before but don't really know anything about them. I guess they're monkeys. Not sure if there were Flip and Dip cartoons or if this was created for the comics. I am just not familiar. You know what? Let me see. Flip and Dip cartoons. See if that comes up with anything. Comes up with Flip and Dip candy. All right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Flip and Dip, Tom and Jerry wiki fandom. Flip and Dip are a pair of sibling monkeys living in a jungle in Africa who got their own series of... I guess I got to go to that page to see the whole thing. Sibling monkeys. Okay, so they're brother and sister. I thought it looked like they were married or something there when it started. Maybe those are the parents or something. Now they're throwing a banner ad in the way. Hold on. Flip is the brother monkey. Dip is the sister monkey. Their parents, mom, pop, appear in many of the stories, but are never given full names. First appeared in Our Gang Comics #1, 1942, just like Tom and Jerry and Barney Bear did. Doesn't talk about them being cartoon characters at all, so I think this is just for the comics. It's interesting. You'd think this website's is pain in the you know where. Just going to shut it down instead of trying to continue to read it. Interesting art style on it. Then we have Woof the Prairie Dog. I think they were in some cartoons. Yeah, because this doesn't say MGM Presents like the cartoon ones do. So this is... Yeah, this says copyright 1949 by Western Printing. So this was created by the comic book company, not by the cartoon company or anything. Okay. So they must have needed more features for the comic than what they could get out of the cartoons, I guess. Some great animation style art on there with that wolf or coyote, whatever. And then we have Barney Bear and Benny Burrow. Those are usually interesting stories too. Carl Barks did quite a few of those. I think I showed recently the Barks Bear book that reprints a bunch of his work on those stories. This one wasn't done by him. I believe this one has art by Gil Turner, who did a lot of like Disney-esque type stories as well. Fuzzy and Wuzzy. Again, no cartoon MGM cartoon logo or anything on there, so this is probably created by. Oh, it's a backup to Barney Bear. Okay, they must be like his cubs or something, or nephews or whatever. Then it ends with another droopy one-pager on the back. It's on the back cover. Subscription ad. Dell Comics are good comics. Yes, they are. I couldn't agree more. So, yeah, happy, really, really happy to have that in my collection once I realized what it was. So that's cool. Let's see what's up next, Rob. While I decide, let's listen to some music here. All right, so next up we have Bugs Bunny Vacation Funnies. That also came from that same box that I opened in the competition with Razor Comics. You might want to check his channel out. This is Bugs Bunny Vacation Funnies #4, thick, giant size, 100-page Dell comic, except this one's only got 98 pages. Ruh-roh. Did the page count. Thought I miscounted. Did it again. Nope. Sure enough, there's one page missing. And tried finding it. Found it the hard way a little bit. It wasn't too hard to find. But usually, they're the front or the back page is just torn out. That wasn't the case here. There wasn't a missing page in the front. There wasn't a missing page in the back. So I started comparing it to Grand Comics database to figure out which pages I needed to find. And it does have some damage. And I started going through it, counted how many pages were in the first story, and the first story was 2 pages short. So I knew it was from the first story, and went through, found the issue online, which also didn't come up right away. Had to do a little searching for that too. This was a little bit of a more complicated one than it normally is, because I had to find the issue. Wasn't where it normally I can find them. And then it's this page that's missing, number 3 and 4 of the story. But once I found it, and I realized that, well, you dummy, it's got the page number right here on each corner throughout the entire issue. All you got to do is look at the numbers, and you'd been able to find it. But anyway, and the place that I found it online had cropped the pages, because these have these nice, really big border on them. And when I printed them out, they only had this size of a border. So what I had to do was measure the panel area to get that correct, rather than the page area. Because if I blew this up the size of the page, it would be much bigger. It would be a little disconcerting when you go to read it. It's also already going to be a little disconcerting because you're not going to have the yellowed edges anymore, because they didn't leave that on there. Much prefer a real actual scan where they have it on there. So when you insert it in the comic, it looks correctly. But of course, most people are just reading them. They're not trying to recreate missing pages like I do. So can't really say I blame them. I would probably do the same thing, except now that I know better. But so what we need to do is get out the old trusty cutting board here. The snow gloves out of the way for now, because we need to trim this page down so it'll fit inside the comic, right? Right. That's right. Yes. All right. So how do we do that? And one of the reasons this fell out in such a weird way is because these are all glued in, right? They're all glued in with a light glue. There's no staples or nothing like that. They're pressed in, they're glued and then pressed together. And some point in the last 70 years, whenever this was printed, what year is this from? 1954. So wow, yeah, 2004 would have been 50. Yeah, it is 70 years. Holy cow! So I'm old. This was before me. So anyway, yeah, we want to make the page fit this, right? So now that I have the the picture area the correct size, I need to try and make the rest of it the right size. So yeah, not quite sure how to do that. It looks like there's not quite enough border at the top to line it up exactly, so I guess I'm not going to worry about that too much. So I guess the thing to do is to just measure the page. It's a little over 7, not quite 7.25 this way. So how do I want to work that out? We've got 7 1/4, but I want it centered as much as I can. So that would be 1/2 inch. That would be 1/2 inch. So right about there. All right. Where's a pen? Let me do a pen. Pen mark here. And pen mark here, just shy of 1/4. And do the same thing this way. Hope you all having a good day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. This won't take too long. And so let's draw a line there. So I've got a cutting line. And you usually want to actually do it a little bit short if you can, because we're not actually going to insert it, and glue it into the comic. It's just going to be sitting there in the to take the place of the missing page. We're not trying to scam anybody. We're not trying to fool anybody. We just want to enjoy our comic books. And okay, so the other way, I'll probably just leave the straight edge on the top, because where will that come to? That'll come to, that's as close as I can get it that way. So this is just short of 10 1/2 this way. I should have played music while I did this, but almost done now. Let's see, what did I say? 10 1/2? I forgot what I said. Music distracted me. Distracted me with music. 10 1/2. Just short of 10 1/2. So right about there. That seems pretty long to me, but there is quite a bit of a border inside the comics. So and of course, we already centered up the other page on the back side of this when we printed it. So they are, exactly back to back in the middle of the page. And I'm going to cut the side that I don't want to cut. It's not good. Don't do that, Rob. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's turn on some music. I think you can still hear me if the music is playing. See that mulch shop too? Nice. Right. See if it fits. Anyway, it looks like it's a little off center, but so is the comic. It's in there all the way. It's off centeredness of it. More off. See that where it hangs over just a little bit, and it's nice and flush down here. So. We don't want to cut off any more of the spot. Just try to cut off just the hair on the bottom. In a tiny bit. Get away with that. See how that looks. Might have to go a little bit more. Nope, that looks pretty good. Can't tell it's in there unless you look real close. Alright, get the mess out of here. Throw it on the floor for now. And now we have it. Now it's complete. Now we can take a look at it. Bugs Bunny Vacation Funnies. We got a nice front cover of him having a carrot sandwich and a carrot drink, and that's crazy. Somebody did the crossword puzzle, or what passed for a crossword puzzle back then. And first story has Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, Sylvester in it. There's our made-up page. Like I said, it's a little off because of the color and stuff, but hey, at least the story's readable now. Whenever I pull it out. You got these fish or frog people, whatever they are. They look a lot like Flip the Frog did back in the day. You know who? Shout out if you know who Flip the Frog is. Guess it's a fish. Guess they're fish, I believe. Bugs Bunny's World Series. A little baseball game you can play. That's cool. Got Elmer Fudd, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Petunia, Bugs Bunny, and can't remember what his name is. Sniffles? I believe it's Sniffles. Oh, and here's a song. La Cucaracha. And it is in English and Spanish, I believe. That's interesting. La cucaracha, all is fair in love and war. La cucaracha, senoritas they adore. La cucaracha, when the moon is high above. La cucaracha, then it's time to think of love. Okay, never heard those lyrics before. Never. Oh, here's another one, Reuben and Rachel. I haven't seen that one before either. I'm not going to attempt to sing it. I've lost my ability to read notes, so if I don't know the song, I can't do the melody. I used to be able to read notes many years ago, and you forget what you don't practice. We got Porky Pig. Some kind of thing there. Some kind of math game. Tweety and Sylvester. Another game. Maze game. Somebody wrote on that one. Mary Jane and Sniffles. I was right. It was Sniffles. A couple activities. Elmer Fudd. Got a torn page here. A little bit. Fold it up. Jigsaw puzzle a little bit. Cicero Pig. Never seen Cicero have his own story before, even if it is only just a one pager. Henry Hawk. It's always fun. Connected dots. Picture story. Little Pancho Vanilla. Daffy Duck with Yosemite Sam. A lot of characters in this book. Petunia with Porky and Cicero. And a Porky Pig one-pager on the back. Not as much Bugs Bunny as you would expect for it being his book, but yeah. So I got to step away for a minute. I do not have a slideshow ready to go, but my mom's calling for help, and there's no way to pause this software. So here's some music, but I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My mom can call at the most inopportune times. She's really good at that. So yeah, I can put this one in my collection now as complete. I mean, it's not really complete, but I can cross it off my list anyway. And what else we doing today? We did the Spotlight. We did Disney Annotation, Chillin' with Cheap, The Missing Pages. I think all we got left is comics unboxing. All right, so we do have a pretty big box to go through here. This is probably almost a full short box worth of stuff. I think most of these are more modern comics. I got them pretty cheap. I think this is one of the times where I wasn't finding anything really interesting, but they were cheap. Look, they actually wrote on a sticker, cheap comic right there. Probably meaning it was for me, but yeah, so they came out to 42 cents a piece. There's 150 comics here. They came out to 42 cents a piece with the shipping and all that, taxes and everything. So not sure what's here, what's not. Some of the stuff was like some more modern titles. Like I've been wanting to get The Brightest Day together. I don't know how much I need and how much I don't at this point. But I don't think there's anything in here that I'll be keeping without it going through the sale first. So we'll just get started. And you know what? Let's play some back up. I'm gonna put some more music on and see how that goes. I'll watch the show afterwards to see how everything went down, and see if I can find something cool here to listen to. We got Brightest Day number 16, Aquaman versus Aquaman 2011. These will be going into sale Saturday. Brightest Day number 19. And this was a weekly series, I think. Brightest Day 18. It's David Finch, Aquaman cover. Number 17, the Firestorm. Number 14, the Wetland. Number 15, another Aquaman cover. David Finch. They're all David Finch. There's his name out. And that one is like a dead man. 23, I don't think I've seen that one before. It's kind of neat. 24, Brightest Day. 58. And Brightest Day crossover, Green Lantern, Emerald Warriors. Getting more Green Lantern. That off. 2, 1. So at least you got the first issues there. I probably got these greatest tie-ins, and at one point I was wavering back and forth. Do I want Brightest Day? Do I want Brightest Day? Do I want Brightest Day? One of those titles that it keeps going back and forth. I kind of want it, but at the same time, I thought everything, all modern books tie into something nowadays. So, 55, Green Lantern 56, Sinestro cover. Number 57. The Shield, number 1. Brightest Day 11. And Action Comics Annual number 13. At least it's an annual. There's my name again. Huh? So these were not in a flat rate box. These were, for me to get them that cheap, they must have been bundled auctions. So they would have been 10 for $5 or something like that, probably. Raven Bolt 29 and other power. brother Power fans out there. Outsiders number 39. Outsiders versus Outsiders 38. For Brightest Day, this is Green Arrow number 12. The Flashpoint, number 9. Green Arrow 11. Flash 7. Batman 709. Alright. Let's have some Batman thing. Got that one. Flash number 6. Number 5. 4. Red Robin 22. Another Batman 708. Titans number 23. End of an era. Got the original Titans on the cover. That's cool, but it's just a photo, so it might not mean anything. Titans 21. 22. Detective Comics 870. I'll get tired to put cheap comic on there. Now they're just cheap. Batman 706. Nice Tony Daniel. Spotlight cover there. Batman 705. 704. All these are Tony Daniel covers. Nice. 707. 3 of Sunshine. Right. What else we got? You know what? Let me see there's shadow piling up there, so we're going to put them over here. It's better. Brightest Day, number 22. Cover with anti-monitor on there. Action Comics 895. 896. Angel Savage, what C4? Here's 897. David Finch with the Caesar cover. 898. Another Finch cover. Green Arrow number 9 with Demon. Green Arrow 10. Green Lanterns number 64. Green Lantern Corps 58. Green Lantern Emerald Warriors 8. Green Lanterns 65. Flashpoint number 5. It all changes here. Sure does. Number 3. Number 4. Number 1. 2, 4, 3, 4, 5. So their series right there. Flash number 11, the Road. Oh, Flashpoint and Deathstroke number 1. Detective Comics 869 next to Batman Knights of Vengeance 2. Number 1. The series there. DC Universe Legacy number 1. 3 and 7. Where are we at? Alright. Flashpoint Emperor Aquaman number 1, World of Flashpoint 3, Flashpoint Hal Jordan number 2, number 1, so that's okay. World of Flashpoint 2, World of Flashpoint 1, Emperor Aquaman 2, number 1, and 2, Flashpoint World 2, number 1. I gotta go check my mom again. air it. I'll be right back. Alright, we'll make it back. That point was playing. Outsider. Had this for a while. That point, Wonder Woman in the series number 2. Number 1. Point abbreviation number 2. Number 1. Deathstroke number 2. Action Comics 900. Nice. Oh, for a second I thought that was an old Batman. Retroactive 1970s Batman number 1. One shot. It's cool. Legacies number 8. Number 9. Number 4. Another number 5. So not sure where that puts us for a complete set. Outsiders 36. Adventure Comics 528. Nice duplicate girl cover there. We got Legion Superheroes 16 and 711. Batman Odyssey number 3. 2. Adventure Comics 523. 24. 525. 526. 27. Green Lantern Emerald Warrior 9. 11. Green Lantern 67. Batman Odyssey number 4. Number 5. Of course, this is Neil Adams' Batman. Outsiders 35. 4. 3. 32. 15 Generation Lost number 20. Number 19. 18, the Captain Atom Code. 17, the Peter Code. 16. 15. 6. 7. 8. 9. 11. 12. Greatest Day number 15. Titans. Batman Odyssey number 1. Many Arms. Justice Society of America 43. Justice League of America 49, where we've got all the Teen Titans. Justice League of America 51. Greatest Day, the Atom Special number 1. And the 50th giant issue of Justice League of America. And not last, sorry. This morning, the Action Comics 904. This looks like it might be a wraparound cover. Gonna check that real quick. Yep, it's got Crime Syndicate on the back. Sweet. Alright, and then we just have a few more issues. And I obviously need more music choices. Thought I had more. Legion of Superheroes 15, Action Comics 902, 901, 903, Titans 28, 27, Justice Society of America, number 1, 80 Page Giant, 2010, 7 Tales of Advanced Age, today's top selling. There's Justice Society of America Special, number 1, Superman 713, Red Robin 25, Red Robin 24, 23, and this is the last one, Detective Comics number 878. So that's what we got. I'll be happy to know that we're over all those. Yeah, I'm going to bring you back around to my other camera here. So, just wanted to say thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much. If you didn't like, subscribe if you haven't. I will get better at this new software. I was really hoping there'd be like a pause button so I could reset to the next shot when I was recording. That it just takes too long to go through and cut out a little bit here and there when you can just fast forward through it. So appreciate you watching. Thanks for being here. It's Sunday, so there should be, all goes according to plan, there should be a Cheap Comic Collector Presents tonight at 6. And yeah, we'll be doing our daily video go through books that'll be in Saturday sale, and occasionally I might keep one. And they're all leading up to the big twin sale on Saturday, 12:45. $2 comic t-shirt. And hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you soon.